turn that down a little. And welcome back to Warframe Wednesdays. I'm your intrepid Tenno Fraggoth, and this week we'll just be doing the usual grind. Give me a sec though to bring up the queue up rather. The second set of music I wanted to play. There we go, I think that's it. I need to give it another 30 seconds so I can switch tracks and I can deal with it then. So yeah, welcome back to Warframe Wednesdays. Nothing too crazy going on this week. I should probably hop back into the Tennocon relay to make sure there's nothing there that I need to grab. I don't think there is. Other than some primed modded duplicates I want to get so I can have a mid-leveled one. But I can't afford any of that. I just do not have the ducats. So I'm thinking, I had a brilliant idea for what I wanted to do today, and then I forgot it. What was it? It was clever, though. Alright. Oh. That's good. It doesn't like that one bit. Are those? Oh, I have no idea what file format that is. Shoot, no wonder. Bear with me. I have made a grave tactical error. Where did I keep that? Oh. It's working, except there's no sound. Okay. Well, that's good. So let's, that's embarrassing. Ah, there we go. Alright, let me just delete those real quick so they don't cause me problems. Much better. Okay. We're just gonna take that from the top. Alright. Sorry about that. Music issues, as ever. As always, whoever owns the actual rights to the music, I'm not monetizing these videos. Sue YouTube, not me. Don't tell them, by the way, don't tell YouTube to to remove my videos, but do tell them. Just throw the book at them, I don't know. Make them pay you money. If they boot me off as a result, fine. I'll cry about it later. I'll figure it out. It's not that I'm spiteful regarding YouTube, it's that I'm gonna shut my mouth before I get in any more trouble. I really did have something clever I wanted to do. I think it was Steel Path. It might have been Steel Path. The problem is, I don't have all of Steel Path unlocked because I'm a lazy, lazy bum. So I have to find out where I need to go. I haven't been, like, I've done most of my Steel Path, I just keep going back to, like, spots on Venus. When the alerts pop up. So I've got to actually put in more work. Oh, come on now. Please zoom on to Lua. Thank you. It is so much harder than it needs to be. Okay. Do I have at least out to series? things by punching them in the face. That's the hope and the dream anyway. I believe I've got my all damage all day build for Baruch on, and I think I have the Stropha equipped, so we should be all right. We'll do some Steel Path. We are not doing an invasion. We do not care about that. Sorry, people wanted to see an invasion mission. It's not happening right this second. Maybe later. We'll talk. My people talk to your people, eh, Bobby? Oh, this is a hijack mission. We're doomed. I'm gonna abort this. I thought it was something else entirely. I thought it was a mob death. It's a hijack, and a hijack is another can of worms entirely. I need to prepare for that. And in so preparing... Okay. I don't believe Protea works on it. In fact, I'm quite certain it doesn't. I'll stay alive if I play as Hildren, but it won't. Give me a minute. I could try it with Frost. Very durable bubbles, maybe. Limbo. Would Limbo do it? I don't think... I think it'll just zap the bubble away. So I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can cast... measures 2 on it. I am going to try with Frost. The alternative is I do something like use Octavia as a giant aggro accumulator machine. But I think the Frost is a slightly more reliable route, and then I just have to worry about enemies in front of me and keeping bubbles behind me. I will go with big bubbles and lots of energy. Duration I don't think matters here for me at this point. Range does, because I am only doing my 3. I don't care about that. Keeping enemies frozen that go into it is good, but not absolutely essential. I have 8 points to work with, which is nice. I'm going to go with... Oh, I need energize. Probably strength if I can stick it on. I don't have the juice for strength. I can, however, put Augur, Reach, or Secrets on. Probably Secrets is slightly better. What's the health? 7,000 versus 8,200, these will get deleted, like, so I might be better off going with Augur Reach. As it is, I should be able to spam these out pretty handily. Do I have energy? I do not. That is a problem. I do need flow on here. Bear with me. Because I'm going to have to cast the power like 3-4 times in rapid succession to build up its health. 20... It's workable at 150 energy. I just don't want to work with it at 150 energy. That sounds like a really painful time. I'm just going to put a regular flow on. And deal with everything else. That gives me how much energy? 275, which is pretty crap. But I can work with it. So long as I keep getting energy orbs and hitting my my devices. Oh, I need to change that sigil appearance. We can make that Frost, Wild Frost, Noble, because it's the prime. We're gonna put on I still have the, oh, and I suppose I can get the, where are you, appearance, attachments. I don't want smoking body, although that looks okay too. I'm gonna put on the Frostfall, wherever that is. It's a little too obvious, I know, but we're doing it. Okay. So let's try this again. So... Alright. This will be tricky. This is probably going to be the hardest node to... required node to accomplish. Stropha.
We need to take these cores into deep space.
Very nice.
A core rupture here would turn this outpost into an uninhabitable wasteland. The grineer are transporting the core from cargo train. Find the control
And those are not killing him, so I think I might have the wrong Stropha loadout, which would be bad, but not totally unsurprising at this stage. Let's get to the objective and see what we can do. So like I indicated before, enemies in front of me are going to be the real problem. Enemies behind me are an issue, but hopefully one I can reduce. Wow, I can't go through that door. That's nice. Used to be you could get lots of physics kills on those guys with anybody. With Frost's 3 right after it got changed initially, but that has since changed a lot. I'm going to try putting down my 3 there and my 3 here. So these are big bubbles. They are going to prevent enemies from hitting them. Alright. Is that going to pop the bubble when I go through it? Because if it doesn't, if worst comes to worst, I can try this with Limbo. Why did you do that? That was not clever. So we're gonna basically try doing it this way and hoping that it works. These are overlapping with those bubbles, right? Yeah, they are.
So far, so good. Keep moving the tram toward distraction.
Please? What the f-
shall do penance through slaughter.
Protect the core. We will destroy it in space. The consequences of a rupture here are unthinkable.
So that's one of my happy scrappy friends. Please move the core? Oh my goodness, this is awful. Come on. How do I regenerate my shields? There are shield restore items, but I don't have any of them. And my drone isn't refilling my shields, so I might have a problem here.
You have reached the midpoint.
I maybe could
Disposing
do
of
with...
these cores will be a massive blow to the head. Tenno, get ready. A prosecutor is approaching. I'm detecting a large security force heading your way. It's the grineer.
His health is really bad, but we're going to keep trying. No shit. This mission sucks. I mean, hijack missions kind of suck out anyway. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully that's enough to give me shields again. Please move. I'm not sure that that's the last door that I have to do. Oh my gosh, go away.
I have repaid some measure of what I owe.
It's gonna be tight. I don't think this is the last turn either. I think there's another one I have to do. Oh no, this is the end. I might get lucky here. Should have gone with one of the mods that gives me overshields on power cast. Come on. No kidding. If it dies right at the end like it did the last time I tried this, I might cry, but... Oh, thank goodness. That's over with.
It is done, Tenno.
That was about as fun as it looked. I'm glad one of the stalker likes didn't come by, because that would have been really problematic. And I'm not 200% sure how I would have dealt with that. Now I have one of the... Oh! I can think of a million ways to handle this problem. I'm gonna go with Mirage, though. Jupiter Junction. So I can get Jupiter Unlurked. And then move on. That's right. Okay. Oh, it's a Valkyr. This could be slightly hazardous to my health. That's the wrong one. That's the right one. And they're dead. I forgot I don't have to hold it to shoot the cloak arrow. I have to tap it. So nothing too crazy there. The Spectre fights are going to be by far the easiest part of this whole thing, which is pretty much what we hope for. I will... How do I do an easy path to... Rescues can be a little hazardous. We'll go Europa first. Again? Yes, I am in public. No, nobody plays the Steel Path outside of like the alert missions. The extra rewarding Steel Path missions. That and there's a couple specific nodes people tend to farm on. I did need to double check my Stropha loadout. I forgot. This is Rescue. Rescue's a little tricky. Mostly because I don't remember what the Jupiter Rescue room looks like.
There's no telling what the captains are doing to our rescue target. You need to find the holding zone.
That's right. Jump right through it, dude. Jump through that one too while you're at it, just for good measure. Out of absolutely all of you.
Execution sequence. Bypass complete. You may proceed.
I remembered for sure how these rooms were set up. I'd be golden, but right now I don't. So I'm sort of flailing around in the dark until I do. Oh, it's this one where you have to like move cages over. Okay. This one's easy. It's a little involved, but it's easy. Go to the Netherlands. I have to go down below. There he is. I'm gonna kill the wardens real quick. Saw the warden on the far side. I'm gonna try opening these first before I go deal with him. Thank you for the cloaking, I think. Oh, there you are. Gotcha! Now I'll open the door. Gonna keep these powers on because they're good. If I do get jumped, I'm just gonna cipher that. There you go. Have a gun. So bringing him to safety is the slightly trickier part here. But only slightly. Mostly it's gonna be me bum rushing the mission and getting to the end before anything can kill him. That's how rescue works. See, back in the day, way back, if you left them behind, like on an elevator, and I think that might still be true. They would die automatically. Like GG no RE did. I don't think you could even revive them if you did that. Then you could revive them. And then... Oh, Raven Slivers, okay. I don't know what I'll do with those, but alright. But they would still die if you left them behind, but that hasn't been true for a long time. They basically teleport to catch up with you. I mean, when I say a long time, I mean like probably the last 5 years. Maybe more. I'm not sure offhand. It's been a long time. So, rescue missions are incredibly easy as a result. Mob deaths, on the other hand, have a semblance of difficulty. On Steel Path anyway, because if you let enemies near to the objective, they'll breathe on it and it'll just pop like a zit. Be really nasty. So me being Mirage is kind of a non-start. Well, I can kill everything very quickly as Mirage, but that's about all I can do. What I might wind up doing is be Wisp. Because with Wisp I can also put in some serious work. I'm going to avoid Saren because Saren is... there's nullies, so Saren's... Failing that, I'll just do Limbo and call it a day. I think I'll do Limbo and call it a day. Limbo has more fun anyway. I just have to check my loadout. Make sure I've got high duration. I do have a high duration and a miniature bubble build, which is what we'll be all about. So micro bubbles are cool. Actually, I can the biggest risk here with going with a large bubble is nullifiers, because they'll pop the bubble and everybody in, on, or around is immediately stopped and immediately wakes up and says, "Oh, let's rock." Nice defendable objective you got there. Be a crying shame if something were to happen to it, if you catch my drift. So we're going to go with tiny bubbles, and we're just going to stay inside the rift most of the time. We're going to let enemies flail around and do what they want. We'll play around a little with my 3 and my 2 and my 1 to put enemies into the rift. Do I drop this when I go into the rift now? No, I don't. Very good. There once was a time, back in the ancient days, the halcyon days of yore, where if you went into the rift while carrying an object, you dropped that sucker. And it kinda sucked. It was not a good time for all. I would argue it was a pretty... You still can't put them in. But... Look at that. It was the cutest bubble. It's so tiny. Yeah. Come in here, I dare you. So yeah, we're just gonna sit here for the next 76 seconds. Which is in fact long enough. And we do have our 2 active, so if somebody does try hopping in, we'll just give them the business and laugh. I do have to remember to reactivate that. I'm gonna do that right now. So yeah, nothing can happen to me, nothing can happen to the objective until the objective starts peeking out the sides, which will be sooner rather than later. I'm a little worried about that actually already. It's precisely what I didn't want happening. It's okay, other than me dying like a bum.
Get to a terminal and prepare for enemy resistance.
Seems to happen a lot.
It's a terminal. Get me in and get ready to defend. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
Just gonna stay here and charge up for a while. I'm actually kind of hoping that some enemies do come close, because that way I can in fact kill them. So as you can see, the Corpus systems are fine. They've taken like 1 hit this entire time.
Corpus walkers are heading to your location.
Up
Still working
the
on
time
it.
stop.
Continue to defend.
Got the rattle. Going to crouch on top of it. It is going to shrink, so I am too small, I think. Not seeing any nullies, which is good. see a fog Scrampus, though. That's not good!
Little high.
And there you go. That's, come on, pick it up.
Accept your death, and you may yet avoid it. Trust in your training.
Where are you? Oh, I have to kill enemies now. Alright. Let's, do that. I can choose when and where I get my enemies. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to surgically end enemies' lives. Almost got myself killed in the process. Wow, you're durable. I don't like that. It's okay, we're fine. It's okay. I just have to be really, really cautious. Okay, maybe a little more than that. Alright, so now we're getting Stalker Friends, which is bad. Because I am not well equipped to deal with that at the moment. Please get out of the way, thank you. Please don't do that. I can deal with them if I have no other enemies to worry about, but I have many enemies to worry about here. Okay, he's been dealt with. Now I just need to kill the rest of the enemies I need to kill. Okay. Oh, melee worked. Oh, my God. Thanks for the ribbon slivers, I think?
You have broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful
Alright,
mission.
so things did not go as planned, but they did get done, so I'm not gonna complain. Limbo. High risk, high reward? Question mark. I like Limbo. I just haven't played him in a dog's age, so I'm like, oh, wait a minute. How exactly do I... Oh, right, that's how they work. I remember now. I don't think I have one of those. Melee kill. I don't have one of those. Is that for primaries? That's for primaries. Oi. That's pretty good. All of the weapon arcanes are kind of bonkers. There's one of them in there that I think was kind of but for the most part they're pretty good. What's the next mission along? I don't think I want to be... Oh, it's an extern. We're not gonna... We're gonna go ham. We're gonna go Baruch is what we're gonna do. We like Baruch. Baruch is the fun time. Let me just double check, make sure my loadout is the one I think it is. It should be my strength build. Yeah, it's the strength build. Oh, I actually have efficiency on it. That's interesting. I could use another V polarity, but it kind of messes up some of the other builds I have, so I don't have it equipped. Range is the big one I don't want to mess up, because the range build actually has value. Partly because he can use his 1 for like a complete 360-degree shield, so long as you haven't shot anyone or tried doing an attack, which is really rad. But also his lull has colossal range, and so does his desolate hands. So you're like hitting stuff all the time with both of those, so you get your 4 very frequently. But I can't really have super high range and super high strength at the same time. I have to compromise. Whereas the efficiency and strength build, I really don't. Like, I've got slightly lower max strength than I could. I could have higher strength. But... Oh, I wanted Exilus slots. There we go. See, 2 cost Exilus slots with hyphens that I can slap on there for the hell of it. Fire ordering, all the usual suspects. I do mobilize or Patagium. Just Patagium. Walleye, right? Mobilize it is. Actually, streamlined form. I can work with that. Holster speed isn't a bad stat, it's just not like the be all and all. And Arcane Avenger should be the one that does... Yes. Boosted crit chance. Which helps my Desert Wind, which I gotta double check the loadout on. Kung Fu Hustle. Which I think is my speed build, and then I have a more damage-oriented build that I have to do tweaks to that I haven't gotten around to tweaking. Where I just do very high damage per punch. So, like, this isn't as, like, you can see, heavy attack 62,398 versus 81,536. It's very high damage, but being able to punch a lot, doing 3/4 of the damage is still very, 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 very good. You're hitting much more frequently. And you hit like a truck. And Condition Overload kind of works. Sort of. You can't use Blood Rush, sadly, but you almost don't need it. Oh, good, and I had Berserker Fury on this one too. And you're going to be getting kills. Ideally, I'd be getting it on crit with the old Berserk, but this will still be fine, because we're going to be getting kills. And it's only going to take like 1 or 2 before it starts chaining uncontrollably and I become an absolute beast. So we're Gucci to do an exterminate. We're going to exterminate him. Somebody hire an exterminator. I do need to check my boosters at some point, but I think I have those filled with Tennocon. Ordinarily, I wouldn't be doing solo stuff, but it's Steel Path and I don't have a choice. Give me those. Take a nap. Perhaps a longer nap than that. It is unfortunately not a high duration build. So they don't go to sleep long, but they don't need to be asleep long. Oi, oi. Get on the staircase. I know you're drunk. Oop, they're over here. Oh, there's something it wanted to scan. What did you want to scan? Does that go through walls? No, it do not. That's okay. Take a nap. Take a nap. Thank you. I do not have a lot of time to do that. As you can see, they're only stunned for like a second. But it counts for my restraint gauge, so that's all I care about. And soon, very soon, I will have once I get to 3/4 on my restraint gauge, I'll feel comfortable. I didn't want to do that. That's okay. If there's somebody around to fall asleep to it, then it's all okay. As long as it's not a total waste. I don't even know what disarming a rattle is supposed to accomplish. I don't know if it can do anything other than stun it. It's like disarming a disarming infested. Okay, let's move on. Oh, hi, I did not see you there. My apologies. Alright. Now it can roll out of control. This is going to be much easier. So, as you can see, Baruch.
You're still in the clear.
Kinda
No
good.
detection from enemy sensors.
Okay, here we go. We're having our edgy tree friends here, so we'll be here in a sec. I don't know if this will work on him. It may be like, oh no, sorry, your power's going to be deactivated, or, you know, I'll just do this, and he's dead. Womp womp. And he didn't even... Yeah, he didn't even disable, well, sucks to be him, because he did. Oh, you would, wouldn't you? Oops. Whatever. Just give me those. I'm gonna go past these guys. I don't care for them. take a nap. Just building up that restraint. Ain't no big thing. As long as they wake up. Oh, we're all set, ready to go. Let's go. Do not want to do forward melee while holding right click combos. Does not take kindly to those. They miss a lot of the time. They will never hit air. And they have really short range. I don't feel like they do substantially more damage either to compensate. So instead, regular forward is fine. It's a bit slow, but each hit is very strong. Neutral melee is your all-rounder, and then right-click melee is a lot of hits. So you go for that with frequency. Oh hey, that is somebody that I haven't played with in forever.
What you have learned here will serve you well.
It's always nice seeing people you haven't seen on in a while. My hours for playing the game are kind of weird. Like when I'm playing it on my own, I kind of do it whenever. Usually in the mornings, like even earlier than now. I tend not to do evening play, and that's when most people are on, of course. I'm gonna try doing a junction using Baruch. I don't think it's going to work because I'm not going to be able to get my my what's it called out. What we're going to do instead though is we're going to be real cheap and cheesy. Oh, I meant to scan them before I did it. Oh, it's too late now. Well, we disarmed them, and that's kind of what matters here. Don't try to offensively wormhole me. I will punch you in the head. Once, apparently. Okay, you're durable. I get it. I get it. Right now, all these daggers around me are doing is providing me with a defensive buff, which is good. You like that. I didn't want to do that. I didn't do that. Oh, I can still hit them with that fist. Yeah. Because I can't get my I'll try it with Mesa. Mesa should basically auger them down, just dead. You know, a few more shots than that, but we'll try it on the next. We'll try Mesa on the next junction. These are again the absolute least challenging part of Steel Path is the junctions. They can still catch you off guard. I have been killed on stream more than once. What do we got? We got mob def. For a mobile defense, I might try doing something more offensive and just like, well, see, I kind of wanted to do the whole limbo thing, but limbo has, I don't have the armaments for it really, and I kept getting closed into kind of tight areas that I wasn't too thrilled with. I might try with the larger bubble, because if this is grineer, yeah, I can do larger bubble and get away with it. Is it grineer? Oh, I have to go down this way too. Shoot. Sabotage is easy. I can do sabotage with anybody. He said anybody, guys. Now he's got to play with anybody. Is there a way to pick randomized stuff? Like a random Warframe pick? I know there's a loadout randomized thing. I don't remember how to do it exactly. Who haven't I played in a million years? Who I'm feeling extremely cocky about playing. Because if this is Jupiter, then I have to remember the last part is like an actual defense thing. And if I try playing as Ash, I will get absolutely jumped. And it will not end well. So I do not want to do that. I might be able to get away with Equinox. Do I have a sleepy time build? Let me check to see if I've got a sleepy time build. I have a range build. That is like a sleepy time build. And for that, I need to do my 2? Yeah. I haven't played Equinox in so long, you have no idea. Correction, I have no idea. It has been an incredibly long time we're skipping that track. It's a vocal track, and it's a good track, but we're skipping it. Those are the ones that could give me grief. Energy-wise, it's a bit of a sticking point, but I have 495, I'll live. If I didn't have high efficiency, I'd be more worried. This is probably one of the most balanced builds I've ever put together in recent memory that isn't just slap on, like, the most basic mod loadout imaginable, which is, like, one of everything. We're gonna stick with this. I have not played an Equinox in forever. So this is gonna be a bit of a trip. I do have the Stropha though, and Stropha, I hesitate to call it disgustingly broken, but it's obnoxiously strong. In fact, I want to check my Stropha loadout to see if I'm doing something wrong on it, because I'm not killing enemies as quickly as I'm expecting. Even though it's Steel Path. No, that's it. I do need another Forma on here, but I'm sort of low on options on where to put that. Yeah. This is purely heavy attacks. I might actually try switching to a non-heavy attack build and see if that does me better. Oh, I need so many Forma in this. I'm very upset. Is there a way I can fit crit damage on here? The other thing, yeah, I don't have... I need Forma on this thing like crazy, and I'm not happy about it. You know what? Mostly because right now a whole bunch of Lich, or sister weapons have dropped, and, like, they all need Forma, and I just remembered I need to claim a Forma from, like, 2 days ago. The grind is so real. Oh boy. Oh my god, I'm low on Forma. I don't want to blow plat on some, but if I get desperate. Ugh. I am so low on Forma at the moment. And I still have like 4 right off the bat I still need to spend that I can think of off the top of my head. 5, 6, 6. Soon to be like 11. Ugh. Ugh, so many Forma, so little time. At least with the current iteration of the, what do they call it? Valence fusion system. the fusion system for lich weapons. It's a lot more forgiving, and you're just like, oh yeah, all the form I have in there won't be wasted, and I just basically swap the element to a boosted version of whatever I want. It's much better now. It's so much better. It's like Railjack stuff, where it's like you're always working towards improving it. There's never like I have to take a step back and then a step forward. I have to switch the weapon entirely. There's none of that crap. It's just like, oh yeah, just it's upgraded now. Have a nice day. If you get dupes, I don't grind for sisters or lich or Kuva lich weapons hardcore, because like sisters I could see doing. I can do several in a day, no problem. Regular lich is just as exhausting for me to do several in a row. All right, we're fine. I wanted to get crit damage on here though. I'd like to get Amalgam Organ Shatter on there, but that looks like it's a non-happener. It's not happening. So I'll go with Organ Shatter. I'm gonna stick with that. Gladiator Might can be good, but I need so much for in this stupid thing. Phoebe! 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 Here, Phoebe, Phoebe, Phoebe. Oh yeah. I do bird calls, how'd you know? Man, I hope this is streaming through Twitch properly. I have no way of knowing. Without opening up another window to see if I'm actually streaming through to Twitch properly. I'm not doing that today. If it's not, somebody tell me, and I will fix it now as opposed to later. I saw it was coming through YouTube just fine. Alright, so Equinox. I need to be in night form. To put people to sleep, which is what I'm going to do later. I'm not going to do it now. What I will do now, though, is if I'm in day form, I can accumulate the damage. Trust me, if you want to win, don't be afraid of damage. Yeah, so it did actually work. I just couldn't find the icon for the buff. So I was like, wait a minute, where is it? And I, got shot. Where do I need to go? I need to go that way. That is the wrong one. I might be using the wrong ability entirely, I just realized. That's fine. This is okay. This is okay. I can work with this. I just desperately need energy right now. I'm remembering, is what I'm saying. I haven't played, again, like I've already said, I haven't played Equinox in a very long time. And I'm on Steel Path, which is kind of like, make one mistake and have a really bad time. Build up real quick, and then I'm going to please stop dying like this. Come on. It's not fucking hard. Must have fallen off the edge like an idiot. Please die. Have a nice fall. Preferably further than that. I'm gonna try just making them all take naps. I think I need to be like that, so I was in the right one before. Why'd you go through that? I was pretty sure I didn't go through the tripwire there, but obviously I did, so it's too late now.
This will take a few moments. Do not allow Alan's personnel to reverse the sequence.
Was it 3 not to? Of course, all of them show up now, because of course they do. God damn. Now I have to actually fight. I don't like it. Come on. Please cease. And desist. 6 seconds. I can survive for 6 seconds, right? Right? I'm so dead. God damn it. Now they're gonna run away, and I'm going to fail. No? No, they're just gonna run away. They didn't even touch me either. It was just other people. Stupid. Yeah, like, how many missions did I do without seeing more than one nullifier on Jupiter? Like 4? 4 in a row? And then they're like, oh no, we're all showing up now. Okay. Take any hope of doing that mission the way I intended and just spike it right into the ball pit. And the balls are actually killer tomatoes. Just like the movie. So Europa. I guess, what's the next mission? Maybe I can get away with it there. Probably not. It's not an assassination mission. It's an assassination mission. I can probably get away with it there, but it serves no purpose there. So we're going to switch to something that is assassination compatible. In fact, I will try Mesa. I don't think she can target these guys, though. Fortunately, Mesa has other options. Much lighter-hearted music now, as you can see, from the Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom, I think. The soundtrack. Very good soundtrack on that game. Kind of a People call them Metroidvanias now. 2D action platformer where you backtrack a lot.
Perished to take out these abomination. There will be no stopping the corpus if
So now I just have a kilometer-long hike before I actually get to Salad.
You have loyalty issues, Tenno. My Sanuka project will fix that for you. Have you come to make a donation to my newest enterprise? Excellent. Please report to my lab.
As a rule, glass cannon builds are pretty hazardous to use on Steel Path, as you probably noticed. You want something with a little durability if you can. Problem is, sometimes that isn't enough. Like, durability scaling in this game is not in your favor
protection from enemy sensors.
at all. It's either you're completely immortal or you delay the inevitable by a very short period of time, with the exception of Hildren, who's able to delay the inevitable by a very long amount of time, by being, you know, just about unkillable. I have, of course, died as Hildren, usually right after I said something stupid like, wow, you should really see how unbelievably hard to kill Hildren is, and then died, which is about par for the course. Okay, well, we don't care about you. We do care about you a bit. Please target that, man. Please stop standing still. Stupid fucking gun dealer. For some reason, it pushed me out of Gunslinger and then pushed me back in, so I couldn't move. Because of course it did. Right down below me. No, you are. You're dead. How are you? I don't care.
Tenno, be careful. You must
I can't target it at all. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. I can deal with this, but I'm gonna have to change my tactics a little bit. Please move? Thanks. Thanks so much. Don't know what hit me there. I didn't see the missiles, if they hit me.
Sanuka is your future, your destiny. You are obsolete. Make way for the next generation.
I've cleared this fight without taking any damage at all, and of course I'm probably going to die a second time in a minute. It's behind me, isn't it? There we go. That was pain and suffering. Sorry about all that.
They won't be bothering us anymore.
I know, it'd be easier if there were more people playing, but nobody plays Steel Path for anything other than getting the most efficient route, or doing the most efficient way to get a Steel Path, Steel Essence, it's called. Which is usually by doing like a survival mission.
As you conquer the foe, so you conquer yourself.
What he said, I guess.
Unread inbox messages make me.
Your actions have consequences, Tenno. You wouldn't download a car, would you, Tenno? Don't copy that floppy, Tenno. Piracy is wrong, Tenno. You can be better than this, Tenno. It's not like I like you or anything, Babaka, Tenno. So we're gonna go bully this junction real quick. I don't know who I'm fighting in the junction. We're gonna scan whoever it is, because we need as many standing points with. Wow, that was a terrifying little hang up there. Oh, is that Zephyr? No, Ember. This'll be easy. I don't think Ember has anything she can do to me. For purposes of this fight, anyway. It's a damage race that I lost. Let's try that again. I know I rolled out of that, but alright. It's no problem. This is easily the most pathetic display I've ever done. Other than like every other pathetic display I've ever done. Do you mind? Huh? Okay. So her flames got me through the shields, I think. If I read that correctly. You'll notice I opened my stupid mouth and said something dumb like, oh, there's nothing she can do to me. Well, guess what? He's hitting me! Oh, it's slash damage procs? Alright, so her heat damage procs are doing most of my health per tick, so I have to hit 5 about as fast as it is humanly possible to hit a button. So this is great. That was infuriating, and I'm sorry for everyone who had to watch that. Hey! Nice to see you, Mr. Watkins. How are things? Sorry if you posted a while ago. It just popped up, or I just noticed it anyway. I shouldn't say it just popped up. I just didn't see it. It's probably been there for minutes. I apologize. It's embarrassing because I'm not like I've been playing the game forever, but as soon as I get on stream, it all goes to hell. It's the way it is. Let's see. Oh, that's gonna have tons and tons of things I don't want to fight. That does go to the void though, and I do kind of want to get that unlocked. I've been holding off on doing Steel Path for ages. Not yet. Not yet. That is coming though, according to the latest Tennocon, but they didn't give a date. But crossplay is coming. It is now an inevitability. Apparently with mobile as well. They've got a mobile version of Warframe coming out, however that works. I assume it'll basically be like the Switch version, which I think has reduced enemy spawns and a few other things to keep it more manageable for the processing that it needs to do. But not yet. Not yet. Soon though. Soon though. For sure. Well, I say soon. I don't know when. I don't actually have any idea what the date is. But they... Apparently, I guess Sony and Microsoft are all on board now, as well as Nintendo, for doing cross-platform, which I guess is a sign that Warframe has made it to the big leagues, officially. I think we all know it was already the big leagues, but it's official now. It's very much part of the big leagues. Along with most MOBAs and such like. And fighting games too now, I think, are a lot of 2D fighters and whatnot are cross-platform now. Yeah, all of these I can clear with like anybody. Yeah, you too, man. Happy hunting. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate it. I like Mesa, but oh, I haven't tried Nyx in forever. I should do Nyx. Yeah, let's do Nyx. Let's go. Yes, I have a rage build. Why do you ask? Yes, arcade energize. Oh, thanks very much. I appreciate it. Get those. The metadata and the algos. Push those algos in my favor. Yes, it begins. Oh, and I have duration on here. Let's go. Just have to change. Note for starters. Siggles. Not sigil. Steel. Just so I can finish grabbing. Yeah, absolutely. I do it every single Wednesday, except for next Wednesday and the Wednesday after. Actually, next Wednesday I might be doing it, but Wednesday, 2 Wednesdays from now I won't be here. But other than that, every Wednesday I have them all archived. If you really want to watch me doing them archived. But I also do other streams throughout the week. I have a Mecha Monday stream where I do something giant robot related or mecha adjacent. Cyborgs count. And I have a free read Fridays where I read short stories and entire novels aloud. So if you want to be read to and hear books, that's a thing to check out too. But yeah, definitely pop in. I know it sounds like I'm shilling, and I am, but I don't get, it's not like I get tons of, I don't get tons of bodies here, so it's fine. I am not getting ideas above my station, as it were. It's the fastest route. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Either way, it doesn't matter. I'll go with capture. Captures are easy. But yeah, thanks for checking in. Thanks for checking me out. I have to remember how to play Nyx. Go forth. Hit them with the business, my minion. I will hide behind this wall. Okay.
Scans indicate our target is in the vicinity. Find them.
Oh, that's right, I don't have the augment. Oh no. Oh no. Hey, you guys have fun together, okay?
Target located.
Alrighty.
Bring them in.
I'm gonna hit the absolute bejeebus out of you, my guy. Okay, he's not getting stunned. That's bad. Now, that's better. Hey, no.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive. Base. Your part is done here, Tenno.
Y'all have fun together now, you hear? Don't go fighting. Leave your brother alone, Timmy. Oh, you're mine. He's mine now. Yes, ignite them. That's pretty good. I'm going to shoot the other one because it's taking up a lot. Wow, that one is not dying. Zoinks. Please shoot him. Ah. I'm just getting out of here. I'm just gonna get out of there. I didn't hit him because he has that thing just. I don't know where all these chaos afflicted enemies are coming from exactly. I am not complaining. I think it's because I'm not getting kills.
It is done, Tenno.
I need to get the movement on for Nyx real quick. I have that here somewhere, I just have to find it. What does Mind Slave do again? Mind Freak, rather. Control target inflicts 500% damage against enemies that have, I don't know, like 200% times their normal health on top of, like, level 119. So, that's not all that valuable, is it? Use it assimilate. Yeah, that's the one, I think. I haven't played. I used to play Nyx quite a bit back when people didn't yell at you for using crowd control. What's my energy total? Do I have flow on here? I do have prime flow. And I have respectable efficiency. I am gonna do... Although, really, I should have a high... I'm gonna try it as is. I should... It would be better to have high damage, or high power strength. I forget what the... Absorb per second, drain per second.
Order seems to have
Buff
misplaced
duration.
those
What's the
warnings.
buff duration? I should have really checked my elemental affixes on my weapons, because they are right now very much geared for corpus killing, not for grineer. So this is going to be
Worthy foe.
harder than it needs to be, is the way I'd put it. Yikes, that scorpion isn't dying at all. So we're gonna do this the tricky way by largely ignoring enemies.
Find the grapple as soon as you can. We don't have much time.
Okay. Once I hit like 300 energy, I'll feel comfortable popping absorb. You like where you're at? Yeah. Let me get to a crowded room and then I'll pop it and then walk around eating damage like I just don't care. And watching my energy drain. Not just quickly, but precipitously. Oh my god, so slow! Can I activate things more than this? Oh, I sure can. Neat. This is not the most efficient way to go through a level. But man, if it isn't a little satisfying, just, you know, kind of doing a very slow Terminator strut, shooting at things as you walk in one direction. Yeah, I'll do some tweaks, I'll make this build better. Your damage over time, guy. There's enough heat there to cause you some heartburn. Get it. Well, that did nothing to that, man. Armor is harsh, so I'm gonna have to make some changes. I wanted to actually go after this person right here.
Nobody knows you're here.
At least that works. In that case, though, that's an instance more of let's jump right across to there. I hear them. There you are. Alright. I'm going to let this dude show up. And then I'm going to get the rescue target. Please don't do me like this. Yeah, it's come to this. I'm gonna get in the room, I'm gonna open the door, and he's gonna be like, ho ho! So you thought you were safe? And I'll be like, nah. At no time did I think I was safe, but thanks. You can deactivate anytime. Thanks. What's that puzzle? Yeah, you're welcome, I guess.
We need to get them back to command with one piece. Find
Oh, come on.
locate the subject.
There's a reason I said I wasn't going to do the tap puzzle. This is why. Nah, you're good. You don't need it. I do. I don't think you understand just how fragile I am. He's gonna go down like a Led Zeppelin. He's not gonna be around long. Hey guys, what's going on? Okay. How is it hanging, friends? Well, that's right, I can use melee to move. I knew that. I didn't know that at all. Wow, that took a day. Meanwhile, the hostage is fine, because he's just sitting in me. That came out wrong. Please die. Wow, that's a whole lot of no damage at all. So this is how you move, clearly. Oh, except I can't. That's okay. That went fairly well. Note to self. Nyx can move in the bubble, just with melee. I think that's an oversight. I don't think they intend for that to be the case, but it is, and I don't mind. Oh yeah, I was going to do some tweaks. Let me come up with a high damage, high efficiency, high duration build. I don't need range. I'm going to keep the range build though. I like that. That's workable. I probably am not going to have the points to make this happen, but we're going to give it a whirl. We don't care about any of that. We'll leave that on. Let's see. We do want prime flow. We want primed continuity. We want you. We want you to keep our costs low. Range we don't care about, so we're good on that. Efficiency. So I want to do... I can get away with that. I can get away with streamline. I want more strength. Oh, I have just enough to put a strength on. Cool. Which is going to knock my efficiency down pretty hard. But not enough so's I will feel it too badly. That works! Thank you, arcane helmets.
Stand by while I analyze the intelligence profiles of the enemy. Error, not a number.
Oh yeah, I can work with all of this. I like this a lot. I don't need range at all, because I'm not going to be using anything other than my 4 for the most part. I like range, but so long as the bubble is big enough so that it is absorbing everything as opposed to me getting hit anyway. Which, you know, that's a potential problem. Bit of a potential issue. So what's my absorb? Conversion percent is 0.06. That's never going to be especially high. Buff duration is pretty long. I don't know what the buff duration is. Oh no! I knew I forgot something. I need movement bubble. So let me get assimilate on there. I'll have to do that instead of efficiency, which I'm not too thrilled with, but we'll get by. Yeah, that's about all I can do. Other than pumping more forma into this thing, which, you know, I probably will.
Well put together, operative. Now get out there and
Cut down the...
make a notice.
Oh yeah, and I need to change my weapon stuff. I think my Cycron is probably okay. For what it is, anyway. I do have viral on there. Viral's good. Yeah, heat viral is what I really want on there, so we'll leave that as is. I need to get barrel diffusion on here somehow. No, I can't get barrel diffusion. I have galvanized diffusion on. Do I pay attention, I swear. Do I have one? No, I don't. I didn't buy one when I had the chance. Shoot. That's right, I was buying something else at the time, other than adapters. I don't remember what it was. Something you could get from Steel Path. Must have been important, though. I will bump pistol pestilence. Where's my toxin mod here? Pathogen rounds. There we go. It'll bump up my damage output a bit. Not a ton, but a bit. We're gonna ignore hemorrhage because we don't deal impact. Now, if I had used an impact Warframe when getting it, I could have impact, and that could make hemorrhage pretty viable. Actually, that might be worth considering. Shoot. I don't know if I'd want it over magnetic. Well, maybe. But because sister and lich weapons are about the only ones that can reasonably afford to equip something like hemorrhage out of, like, apropos of nothing much. What you're seeing here, though, is like the damage mod setup. I have room for a primed elemental, 2 other non-primed elementals, and that's about it. Because, like, we've got... I could toss Hornet Strike in favor of, actually, galvanized, what's it called? Shot. Except I can't, I need a depolarity for it. Shoot. Need to figure out a way of making that work. What I could do? I'll probably toss Magnum Force, because Magnum Force isn't doing me any favors. I could put a depolarity here, since I do still have to do one more polarity anyway, so I can do a depolarity here. Let me move Pistol Pestilence back on the pathogen rounds, Deep Freeze instead of Frostbite, same net effect, and then I'll put a depolarity there, and that should be okay for me to put that other mod on, and that way I have status effects plus, plus a damage boost, I like it, except it only stacks up to 3 times, crap, I don't think that's very good, is it? Might still be better than Magnum Force, what, where are you? Galvanized shot, let me, no, I don't want to do that. You there, and you there. Mods. What does that bump up to? Fusing. I don't think I have the. Yeah, I don't have the endo for it. That's okay. I just want to see what it does. At max, it's 40 damage per status, so 4 times 3. Or is it 4 times 4 ultimately? I'm going to assume that's 3 status effects as opposed to... Oh no, if it's per kill, that could go out. That could get out of hand extremely quickly, damage-wise. We'll see. I also want to put that on the Kuven new core if I can, because that'll just make that weapon even dumber. For what it's worth, the Tenet Cycron is actually quite good. I might be removing Seeker, even though there's sort of a semi-hidden punch-through gimmick on beam weapons that fork, where if you've got like an enemy, and then right behind them is another enemy, you shoot the beam, it'll go through the first enemy, be forking from the first enemy, and then be shooting into / through the next enemy, and forking from that enemy as well, I think, is how it works. And damage can get nutty. But it's really tight, it's pretty fine. And I'm not sure it's necessarily worth the mod slot to do. I've been thinking about trying something like that with like the Amprex, but I just don't have the mod slots for it, so I've resisted the temptation. So that's gonna stay there. You need to tweet though. Gas isn't doing me any favors. I don't remember why I have gas on here in truth. I'm sure it was. I'm sure it made a ton of sense at the time. I'm sure it did. Absolutely confident that it made perfect sense when I did it. Let's switch to corrosive. Yeah, corrosive. And for that, I just need high danger, danger. High voltage. Oh, when we touch. Oh, when we kiss. Danger, danger. It's high voltage. Fire at the disco. Fire at the Taco Bell. Alright, Enceladus. Oh, it's a sabotage. Oh, poor sabotage mission. It's gonna get thwacked. Let's see how this Nyx build works, though. I know I just spent a ton of time doing build stuff. These are my favorite tracks in the soundtrack. Alright, so I do want energy. Let me just double back here real quick. No, nothing.
Locate and destroy their mining equipment. The grineer have no honor.
That was a mistake. Oops.
Be on your guard.
Much better. Paint a target. Fire away. In this case. That's enough out of here. My god, the Tenno were invincible. Problem is, it's a little bigger than 3.5 meters, but I may not have a good eyeball for that. Hey friend, what's up? How did you not see me, friend? Ugh! Ugh! Ooh, cigar! That was adorable. I like that. So I have to blow up mining machines. So they're probably going to give me one of those tall vertical rooms. So I'm going to have to hop out of my bubble at that point. But that's okay. We'll deal with that then. Okay. I'm just going to travel backwards. You guys don't mind, right? What's up? Energy consumption wise, we're doing rather nicely. And my damage is up there. And unfortunately, because they all have armor, it's going to do nothing to them whatsoever, but we do that. Physics kills are very good kills, by the way. Thing will definitely... Oh, I already blew it up. Cool. Hey, how's it going, friend? That's it. Okay. Let's turn it off. So yeah, totally invulnerable, which is nice. So note to self, Nyx is going to make a lot of things easy. Anything that can't dispel you will be no problem. Anything that can dispel you, a bit of a problem. Because they'll be like, haha, you fool. And I'll be like, haha, I'm dead. Like Stalker. Stalker will have none of that. He'll just be like, you're a human joke. Tenno joke. They'll be like, yes. How did you know my secrets? I've been playing this since basically the beginning, and I'm still terrible. What do you know? Alright, I've had enough of this. I want to walk menacingly to the exit. Hey! Go home. Nyx having none of it. And everybody thinks Nyx is a squishy, worthless frame. Ha! I have an I win button. Well, I don't die button anyway. And that's good too. We like those here. And plus, she's got crowd control. People hate on crowd control, and I say the nay. Crowd control is alright. I realize I'm not doing much in terms of enemy kills, but that's fine, I guess. Where are you? Defense is going to be a whole issue. I don't really know how I'm going to do a defense mission if I have to do one. I can do it with Frost. As long as it's not one where the target runs away. Frost will work, Limbo will also work, basically any of the defensive frames will work. It'll just be, also a term I'm looking for. It's going to be much more borderline than it would be otherwise. I want something with crowd control though, that's for sure. You'll notice I'm not doing stuff like playing as Wukong. Wukong is like, you can die 3 times easy mode, and I don't know about all that. It seems a little cheap to me. I'd rather, like, there be a risk somewhere in there. Then again, Wukong's abilities don't let him do mass kill power. Although his clone does, obviously. I could also make a try at doing it with Gara, but I feel a little more comfortable using Frost. Or maybe do that Equinox thing that I was intimating I'd do before. Yeah, let's try the Equinox thing. It probably won't go well. We've got high range. Do we have high damage, though? We've got reasonable damage. Duration, a little less so. But... Alright, we'll give it a whirl with Equinox. Because I'm going to be nuking things pretty well with Equinox. I just wish there were other people playing. You know? You know? You know. Yeah, I know.
These are worthy foes. Underestimate them at your peril.
Underestimate them at your peril. Okay. Teshin says I shouldn't underestimate them. That'd probably be, yeah, okay. Like I think I shouldn't do or something, I don't know. No energy orbs is less than ideal. Alrighty, let's get rocking and rolling, shall we? I'm in the wrong mode. There we go. I need to get kills. Hello. Please get kills. Don't die! Die bad. Bad die. So this has gone absolutely horribly from the absolute jump. And nobody's dying either. So this is just absolutely fantastic. Please lock a few targets down. The only thing keeping me alive right now is Arcane Aegis. I can't kill anything, so this is good. What can I do? Hell with this. Okay, big guns time. Actually, I'm using some of the bigger guns, but I have a solution to this problem, and its name is Octavia. Because Octavia is a giggle festival. We're gonna go with the super high duration build that I've got there. Octavia, as I said, is the giggle festival. Octavia is the great trivializer of video game content. If every game had an Octavia analog in it, there would be no fun games left. And Octavia says this is the absolute fun zone. And I hit the wrong button because I've got a huge brain.
Trust in your trade.
I'm not paying attention to my fingers. I don't want to go that way. I may want to switch to the, what's it called? The Redeemer Prime, because the slash procs are very good. Especially the higher up we go, like this. Getting my energy charged real quick. Alright, any enemies coming in should see that and be like, I'ma shoot it! And I'll just be like, okay, have a nice die. I can recover nearly anything, provided I'm not dead. Okay, good. Being up here is good because I can plop it up on high. They will shoot at that. It has a good view of enemies. Doing a very good job of shooting at it, though. I'm a little upset about that. Okay, 2, 3. Wow! Someone's joining me? Wow! There are a number of things I didn't expect to happen today. That is easily the top of the list. Thank you, whoever you are, for joining. Oh, they're gone. Oh, you opened your mouth. Why did you open your mouth? You fool! It hurts! It hurts so much! Oh no. 2, 1, 3, 4. Please pick up the orb of fun. I unfortunately have no way of buffing the actual objective here. I can just use aggro to attract things away from it, which is, you know... I mean, it's working. Some serious boogieing right now. Partly due to the soundtrack playing in the background, partly due to me, like, juking, jumping, and jiving and wailing here. Things that's just ridiculous about Steel Path is the amount of unbelievable damage you can inflict on enemies and how they just don't care. Like, you're seeing numbers that would, like, delete literally anything in the regular star chart, short bosses that don't care about anything at all. And these guys just shrug it off and laugh. Also dealing like a couple orders of magnitude less damage than I otherwise would be, because they've got such inflated armor values. I should probably have corrosive on this weapon, and that would make this a lot easier. But here we are. It's okay. We're still getting serious damage in. We're not killing them outright. We're ragdolling them so they're not shooting at the objective. And we only need to defend it for one more wave after this. And then we can leave, which we'll be doing. There we go. I was wondering when they'd show up. It's not time for your trial yet, Tenno. I know you stole my floppy disk CD mixtape. You used Napster, didn't you, Tenno? Shoot at things that aren't the objective. Like the thing that's supposed to be aggroing the hell out of you right now, which shouldn't be the objective, it should be other things. It's gonna survive, I just have to keep shooting that stuff. Ow. It stinks. Oh, don't get stuck in here, please. Thank you. 2, 1, 3. Shot with my shockwave gun blade, please, right about now. Okay. Things almost got out of hand here, but they haven't yet. We're still okay. This gunner's gonna be a problem if I'm not careful. I'm gonna blind everybody. Blinded by the light. Revved up like a deuce, another runner in the night. Oops. We're doing okay. Now, if I had to do this for like 20 waves, or even 10, I'd be in a real pickle. I would be very much in trouble. Like, make no bones about it. It would be bad. Like, I would not be surviving it. More like the objective would be toast. Yeah, we're out.
Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
But hey, we got secondary merciless, which I think I already had one of. Yeah, I did. Actually, I might have had two. Assume it's 5% per level. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 25 for 30. 30% damage, 12 times per kill. Yeah. It's a bunch of bonus damage is what it is that you aren't otherwise getting that doesn't cost a mod slot. Now, if only those things didn't work on weapons that are already incredibly good. Just a thought. Yeah, let's see if I can switch this to... What do I have to get rid of to make that happen? One or both of those. Ick. I'd rather not do that. I'll do it, though. Actually... I'd like to keep the higher attack speed, but I can live if I'm just using quickening. It's not great, but it's workable. So I want corrosive, corrosive. And for that, I will put on... I don't need efficiency. Oh, that's what I can do. Yes, this is the plan. This way I have heavy attacks and corrosive. Very powerful heavy attacks. Very powerful heavy attacks indeed, and a ton of corrosive damage. So, we're not going to be doing damage over time, but we are going to be doing very high damage against grineer. Let's see what we've got here, plus that stealth bonus. Ooh, Sargus Ruck. I don't know how I'm going to deal with Sargus Ruck offhand. He's a durable boy. And shooting a rocket launcher at him is not going to accomplish very much, I do not think. I am going to try it with Octavia. Octavia, I think, is the route to go, because I can distract him and be cloaked. But actually killing him is going to be another story. I may not have the weapons for that. So if I hop in and it winds up looking like it's just going to be a boondoggle where I'm going to be there for an hour, I'm not doing it. Because I got stuff I got to do today. You know? This may come as a bit of a shack, but I have a life. That's not what I want to do. Okay.
General Sargus Rock has been followed for our artifact recovery efforts. Several of our dig sites in the sector have been attacked and annexed by Ruck and his fleet. Take Ruck out.
That was a fair amount of damage.
Eliminating Ruck will allow us to regain control of the system.
These are the damage numbers I expect to see. 1 million damage? Yes, okay. We're finally there, boys and girls. We finally got the build working. Okay, maybe not. Whatever, we'll just paint them. That was a very large damage number. That damage number was like, Buenos dias. You said the damage number? I have come because I heard my name. Alright.
There is the assassination.
Yes, do 18 damage to him. That'll I mean, you're not wrong. I am, for sure, gonna get hit by fire, and I don't want to get hit by fire. Oh god. Keep that up, though, guy. Let's get out of there. Please. Thank you. Didn't actually want to drop that at his feet, but we'll be okay. So the stropha goes like right through it, which I didn't know. So that happened. I was not expecting it to be that easy. I'm not complaining.
They won't be bothering us anymore.
But
Let's get
I
out.
did not expect it to work that well. I knew Octavia
So detective
would work. That he wouldn't shoot at me. He would just shoot at the bouncing ball karaoke machine. But I did not know that I could damage him through his back with the stropha as well as I did. So I am quite pleased with how that turned out. 2020 hindsight, I could have painted him with the Cycron for viral stacks, which I think would go up to like 4 or 5 viral stacks, and then hit him with the business and do a lot more damage that way, but... don't care. Don't care. The problem got dealt with. Your consequences continue to have consecutions. Yeah, I rolled with that one. I rolled with that one. Boy, howdy did I. Uranus Junction. So we're going to deal with this the fun way. And just giggle at the enemy who's going to be like, why? Why? Why am I not dead? Oh, we're going to scan them first, though. That's our goal. Where are you? You're Equinox? Aw. So cute. That's how you get the electron? I don't even remember. It's been so long. Here, have fun with that. Why am I not cloaking? Thank you. Hey, Equinox, how's things going over there, boy? Let me spice it up for you, friend. Yeah, it's that's pretty good, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I like them too. It's a very shiny ball. Yeah. How are things going, by the way? Oh, yeah, pretty good. Oh, I'm so sorry. Good boy. Jerk. So, that went pretty well. Now you're probably wondering, why didn't you just use Octavia the entire time? Because I've played hundreds of hours of just Octavia. Hundreds. Literally hundreds of gameplay hours. It's just Octavia. It's not that I'm sick of Octavia. It's that I will play Octavia at every opportunity because there is every opportunity to play Octavia. She just works everywhere. I am having great difficulty thinking of a situation in which Octavia is not the best choice. Or is not in like the top 5 choices for a situation. Hijackings. Hijacks and defections, and I avoid those like the plague, not because Octavia is bad in them, but because they're not especially fun game modes. I do not have a great deal of enjoyment with them. And even then, I think you could make a case for hijack being pretty okay, because you'll just have it on the roller ball, and they'll be shooting at that instead of the hijack objective, and you just have to keep your shields charged. Defection, on the other hand, no. There's no improving defection. There's tried and true ways of accomplishing defection, and they all involve Wisp and or Nezha, and or maybe Limbo. I haven't seen people doing Limbo in a long time, but that's how I used to do them. There was a long period of time when Limbo was a serious contender because he made them invincible, except for the gas stick, and blah, 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 blah. There's a million reasons why defections are a pain in the rear, and that's one of them. So with that, though, I am going to have to call it for today. I have a bunch of file stuff on my on my data storage that I have to do sorting on. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. As I intimated earlier, I do have other streams throughout the week. I have a Mecha Monday stream where I do something giant robot related or mecha adjacent. I'm not quite sure what I'll be doing this next week. It's looking like I might be able to do streaming for an upcoming game called Galahad 2098 or 3098. What's it called? Galahad 3093. Galahad 3093. They're doing a playtest, and I'm going to see if they'll let me stream it. I might not be able to. And if not, I don't. Otherwise, I do have backup plans. Mountains of backup plans. So many. That I'll be able to do. Beyond that, I also have this Warframe Wednesdays, where I do some Warframe. And I also have a free read Fridays where I read short stories and indeed entire novels aloud. This weekend, we'll be reading some Scandinavian fairy tales. So something absolutely, positively kid-appropriate. Definitely no decapitations of trolls or ogres at all. I lied, there's dozens. There's so many dead ogres and trolls. But definitely kid-appropriate. They have actual strong morals, I swear. There are actual decent, like, moral fiber in these tales, I promise. Like, these are good stories. I read these as a child growing up, and see how I turned out. I turned out great, right? Definitely recommend it. Definitely check that out. We're gonna be doing some Scandinavian folk tales, and it's gonna be fun. And I think people are gonna enjoy that. If they don't enjoy it, I am so sorry. I'm enjoying it. That's why I'm doing it. So there. But yeah, so it's still a win, sort of. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. If you tuned in, if you didn't tune in, and you're watching this on the YouTube, it's all archived. You know where to find. I do have to do some updating to make sure everything's in its respective locations. But other than that, hope people had fun. I did. All right, folks. Have a good one. See you next time. Thanks again. Bye.